Hey guys, welcome back to the Let's Play of Skies of Arcadia Legends. Last time we took a tour of our home village, went to Shrine Island, and recovered some moonstone fuel, albeit with a little difficulty. Only, unfortunately, to figure out that our home has been invaded while we're away. This time, we're going to go follow up on that and make sure everyone's okay. And while I'm at it, doesn't hurt to have dual save files to make sure that the recording goes well enough. Make sure my navigational skills are good enough. My name is, after all, Vice, the Blue Rogue, not Roar Norizo or Oro. You might hear me make more than a handful of One Piece comparisons as I go along. Just saying. And as you can tell, the village is just got some minor cosmetic damage. Nothing too bad. And, oh no! The eternal ladder leading to the treasure chest is inaccessible. Oh no! The garden leading to the treasure chest is inaccessible. Okay, this village does get fixed. It doesn't ever end up permanently damaged. I'm sure that will not be an issue through this playthrough. At all. Alright. I'd say let's go into the base of operations. That's probably where everyone's hiding for the time being. Maybe they can give us a better readout of the situation. It looks a little rough. Pretty much all the men are gone. A whole lot of ships from Valuan came and started shooting at us. They took everyone's daddies away. And our houses, our whole village is all destroyed. I don't know what to do, Vice. Vice, oh thank the moons you're safe. The Armada, they attacked Pirate Isle. They just came out of nowhere and attacked us without any warning. Then they took all the men and back to the Valua. They even destroyed the Albatross. Your father must have been heartbroken. Vice, your mother is really worried about you. The last time I saw her, she was in Captain Dine's office. Go see her, Vice. Let her know that you're okay. Well, I hate to say it, it kind of worked out that we were away, because if we weren't, yeah, we would have been fodder for Galcian. Mom! Vice, Aka, thank the moons you two are safe. What happened here? It was the Imperial Armada. They came out of nowhere and attacked us. What happened to Dad? Where's everyone else? Your father said that if we fight, too many lives will be lost, so he surrendered. So Captain Dine and the others, they were taken prisoner by the Armada and taken to Valua. Damn! Fina! What happened to Fina? I'm sorry, Vice. The Armada took her too. In Valua, the punishment for piracy is death. Fina will probably be killed too. Vice, what should we do? Only thing that should be reasonably expected. What do you think, Aka? We have to save our families. And Fina. I know rescuing everyone isn't going to be easy, but it's not impossible. We can't let them get away with this. Don't worry, we'll get them back. Somehow. Yeah, you're right. It's up to us. We can't give up now. Alright, let's go. Let's show those Valuans what happens when they mess with the Blue Rogues. Wait, you won't be able to do anything against Valuan in the shape you're in right now. Don't just rush after them. You'll need a plan first. It's not going to be an easy fight. But, if we don't hurry, everyone might... My husband always said, acting quickly and rushing are two completely different things. Especially in times like these, you must calm down and plan every move carefully. Don't worry, everything will be alright. Your father won't let these things end like this. Not him. Yeah, Mom, you're right. Aka, let's rest up for today. We'll leave for Valua first thing in the morning. Okay. Lord Galcian, as you ordered, I brought the girl to see you. Excellent. You may leave. As you wish. At last we meet, Fina. You could not imagine how much trouble the Armada has gone through to find you. How did you know my name? I am Galcian, the sworn protector of Valua and supreme commander of the Imperial Armada. I am under direct orders from Her Royal Highness, Empress Theodora, to find you and bring you back to Valua. As a citizen of the Silver Civilization, you have information that is useful to us. Will you help us? I see. I did not expect you to help us without the proper motivation. However, I believe we have the same goals, so wouldn't it be best for us to help each other? We will reach Valua in half a day. Enjoy the comforts of the brig until then. Fun story about this cutscene. That soldier, yeah, if you go off camera, he's just kind of walking at the wall. Just ruined that moment for you. Alright, so let's go ahead. Unfortunately, the problem is Pirate Isle being half destroyed means we kind of have to think about the route we take a little bit, so give me a second. Just taking the scenic route, guys. I'm sure the comments section is screaming at me, no doubt. Whenever this does get off the ground, anyways. Alright. The only other optional swashbuckler interaction. Vice, just promise me one thing. You have to promise me that you'll come back safely, no matter what, okay? Promise. Sorry, I can't promise anything. No, just kidding. Sure, I promise it's correct. Sure, I promise. Have I ever not come home safely? Have I ever let you down, Lindsay? No, you've always come home to us. You see? So you don't need to worry. So don't worry. I'll come back safely, and I'll bring everyone back with me. Okay, it's a promise then. We'll all be waiting for you. Come home soon. Vice! Aka! Good luck! You'd better come back! Promise me, okay? Of course! Don't worry! We'll come back with everyone else, too! Alright, Aka, let's go. Aye aye! Valua should be on a landmass due north from here. I'm setting the course. Alright, Valua, here we come! I don't know if that's the proper pronunciation, but if you can't tell, the etymology is not so subtly based off of value, so I'm kind of pronouncing it accordingly. And I do gotta say, I appreciate how they had Vice's mother step up and take the mantle of leader in Dine's absence. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's see what we got, and if it's... Alright, this is just a horde of gaslings. I think I'm just gonna polish these guys off with Pyre. Alright, and what we're heading towards... I'm gonna wait till it shows up at the distance. Now, I did mention I was gonna bring up some quality of life differences between this and the GameCube version. Might as well not hurt to go ahead and do that. As bad as the encounter rate is here, it was noticeably worse in the Dreamcast version. A point where the game was considered by many to be nigh unplayable. Now, the Dreamcast version, so for those who aren't aware, this was actually like one of the few games... Alright, so let me show you Lambda first. And while the actual attack portion of the animation is playing out, Dreamcast actually did a lot of things. Internet, DLCs. Oh, and we are powerful enough that Lambda Burst can put out at least base level loopers. That's kind of cool. So, like I said, they're not invincible to magic. It's just that they have an unnaturally high magic defense relative to where they are in the game. That first encounter helped. They had some DLC, so there's some things you can actually find in the Dreamcast version that you can't in the GameCube version, like some really weird and unique... Okay, so we're heading for that rock, right? I'll finish talking about this more in a minute. Visibility is horrible! Vice, the fog's too thick! I can barely see! That's strange. There's never any fog in this region. I wonder what's causing it. The only way to get to Valuan is through here. Slow to half speed. Wait, Vice, wait! We're too close to that island over there! What? Where? Vice, look! It's not an island. Whatever it is, it's alive! What the? It's an arc whale! I've never seen one this big before. Vice, we'll get killed if we get too close to it. But we've got to hurry to get to Valuan. Vice, what should we do? Friendly reminder, this ship, nor do I think Vice or Aka are equipped to deal with this, so I'm gonna guess retreat's the logical option. What do you think we're gonna do? Of course we're gonna retreat. We don't stand a chance against that thing in this ship. I know we're in a hurry, but if that thing capsizes us... English? Everyone we know will be executed. We better play it safe. Okay, I can't argue with that. We'll be okay as long as it doesn't see us. I got some bad news. Ah! I think it saw you. Vice, it saw us! You had to go and get Murphy involved. Grab hold of something and brace yourself. Don't let go. But the ship, it's breaking up! Ah! I don't know. I feel weird screaming on camera, on mic, but I'm going to try to fully voice act this thing, so I guess my screams are just going to suck. Hey, get up! Are you going to sleep all day? Get up! Oh, my head. Aka, are you okay? So, you finally decided to get up, huh? Because of you two, Moby Dick, Rachnum, got away. I was so close. Rachnum? Now I remember. That huge arc whale that blew our ship off course. I thought we were finished, but you rescued us. Hey, thanks. Thanks? Thanks, you say? Don't start with me. Vice! Ow. Not sure why. I keep getting hurt today. Hey, what are you doing, you rusty old man? He didn't do anything. Didn't do anything? I've been chasing after that arc whale for years. I was so close to finally capturing him, but because of you kids, he got away. I'm really sorry that you didn't catch him. Really. Debris from your ship hit my sails, and I'm lucky my ship is still airborne. You kids were even luckier that I was here to grab you. I was working all morning tossing what was left of your ship out overboard. Now I'm stuck with the two of you. What? Our ship was destroyed? Oi, now this isn't a passenger ship. Everyone on board needs to pull their own weight. If you don't like it, you can jump off. I need to keep the load as light as possible anyway. What? Oh, great. What kind of mess have we gotten ourselves into? Go down into the hold and bring 2 supply boxes up to the bridge. Bring 2 supply boxes to the bridge. No problem. I'll bring them right away. Actually, sir, we were on our way to Valuan when we were attacked. Where's this ship heading? Where this ship is going is none of your concern. Now get moving! I give up. I don't really have the time to be doing this, but what other choice do I have? Alright, I think we pissed off Captain Ahab. What do you guys think? Seems like he's in a swell mood. Well, this looks like the back box that the old man wanted me to get. What's in this thing? My lower back hurts looking at that. Great, this guy's probably going to work us to death. God, that looks painful. Now that I'd like to remind you guys that I was 18 in 2010, so I'm in my 30s now. Ugh, Lord. And this, my friends, is why we have OSHA. You look like you've got a little more than lubber on your bones. What's your name, boy? My name is Vice. I'm a blue rogue. I used to do this type of grunt work on the pirate ship. An air pirate, huh? Well, what exactly would 2 air pirates be doing sailing alone? Well, we have our reasons. Sir, we need to get to Valua. I beg of you, please take us there. Valua, huh? Explain. And that's how Al Bundy... No, just kidding. And that's why we have to get there as soon as possible. We need to save our friends. Trying to pick a fight with the Armada. You've got to be out of your mind, boy. I have no time to babysit you and your friend. I need to find Rachnum again. Try your luck with a different ship. I see. It would really help if you could bring us, but we can't force you to. By the way, why exactly are you chasing Rachnum anyway? There is no need to tell you. There's still 1 supply box left. Get down to the hole and get moving. Great. I spill my guts, he keeps quiet, and then makes me do more work. What's with this guy? Alright, fellow millennials, get your lower backs ready. Great. Now I gotta move boxes all day. What is in this thing anyway? I'm done, sir. Alright, now on to the next chore. Take the helm. What? Are you really letting me? I want to see how well you can sail. If you can't sail, then you'll be loading boxes for the rest of the trip. Wow! Most of my duties revolved around raiding, so I hardly ever got to actually fly our old ship. Except at the very beginning of the game. Well, they're pretty old, but these gauges are in great shape. And the wheel is so light. And it's really responsive, too. This ship must make really tight turns. For someone who's hardly ever been at the helm of a ship this size, you seem to know quite a bit, boy. I spent a lot of time on the bridge of the Albatross, so I picked up a lot. Good. Now let's see if we can actually sail. Our destination is Sailor's Island, about 40 leagues northeast from here. Wait a minute. You could at least tell me the name of the ship. And yours while you're at it. The ship's called the Little Jack, and I'm Drachma. Alright, now stop fooling around. The sun is going to set soon. Aye, aye, Captain Drachma. Little Jack, full speed ahead. And not only do we get Drachma, but we get access to blue magic now. Which is kind of funny that he even has a moonstone, because I'll go ahead and spoil this. My bad. I was just trying to use L. I used tab instead, or I have the Q button allocated where my L space should be. He's not much of a spellcaster, as his, he is very much an assault tank. Can I help you? This ship here is a free medical vessel. So a unicorn. Are you here for treatment? You sick or something? No, we're fine. We're just passing through the area and saw your ship. We figured we'd come and see who you are. Wait a second. Your clothes, your weapons, your eye patch. You guys are air pirates. You're just in time. There's something that I want to ask of you guys. Please, come inside. I apologize for the abruptness. I know you don't really need my services and have no need to stay, but I have a favor to ask of you. But first, let me introduce myself. The name's Doc, or that's what everyone calls me. I'm a free doctor. I don't have a country to call home. But that lets me live the way I want to. So I fly the skies and hail sick and injured sailors wherever the winds take me. Oh, and this is Maria. She's a little quiet and shy, but she's a good kid. Alright, don't let her near the guardian units of nations, for the love of God. Right, now what was it that you wanted to ask us to do? Directed to the point, I like that. But here, take this lens. It's sort of related to what I wanted to ask you. That thing's called a moon lens. It's a special lens made from moonstones. With it you can see things you wouldn't normally be able to. Here, put the lens on and look where I'm pointing. Oh my gosh, it's a yellow ghost! A multicolored ghost! Whoa, there's something! Some sort of creature right there! It's a moonfish. They're tricky little fellas to catch because they're, well, transparent. You can only see them using that lens. Which brings me to the favor that I wanted to ask of you. I want you to find as many of these moonfish as you can and bring them back to me. They tend to nest in populated areas for whatever reason, so check towns and dungeons. But they try to keep out of most people's ways, so look in hard-to-reach areas like behind buildings, under bridges, and rooftops. Oh, one more thing. Whenever you're near a moonfish, the moon lens I gave you will react to make a sound. So pay attention. Okay, so use this lens to see the little guys. So I use this lens to see the little guys. How in the 6 moons am I supposed to catch them? It's pretty easy, actually. Here, let me put the moon lens into your goggles. When I'm done, you can use it when you go into first-person point of view. 4th wall break. Once you find a moonfish, a target will appear. Line it up with the moonfish. And when you got the moonfish in your sights, just press the A button. And here you go. The lens was a perfect fit. Well, sounds easy enough, right? So I'm catching a fish with my eye. Actually, the reason for all this is a bit strange. This little bird got lost and found its way to my ship. I decided to take care of it for now, but I just don't get what this bird's problem is. He refuses to eat anything other than moonfish. But for whatever reason, Maria seems to have really grown attached to the critter. So I do what I can to keep it happy. It's sort of my responsibility to take care of Maria. Anything she wants, I provide. Of course, there's only so much I can do. But I can't leave my ship. I can't leave Maria here all alone. That's why I'm asking you for this favor. Of course, I will compensate you adequately. Give me lots of fish, and I'll give you lots of items in return. So please, if you find any moonfish, bring them to me. I will be eternally grateful. There should be moonfish near or on Sailor's Island. I'm sure if you look enough, you can find them. Be sure to check on top of roofs and behind buildings. Check everywhere using your first-person point of view. Good luck. Alright, so, as he suggested, I'm going to go to Sailor's Island. And he's not wrong. There are precisely 2 moonfish on Sailor's Island, but let me let this cutscene play out and I'm getting everything. Sorry. Song's a little catchy. Wow, so this is Sailor's Island. I've never been here before, but I can already tell this place is lots of fun. Yep, I think I'm going to like it here. Good. After I restock my supplies here, I'm leaving again. You two can stay here. Huh? Hey, wait a second. We have no ship. Are you just planning to strand us here? I've got to find Rachman, and in the meantime I have to find a cannon that is powerful enough to destroy him. I have no time to waste with you kids. You two can resolve your own problems. This is just great. He's not listening to anything we're saying. I wonder if there's anything that will make the old man change his mind. Maybe we can dig up some information. Let's go around town and see what we can find. Get used to this, by the way. The hot potato game with Drachma. Alright, so first off, we've got a treasure chest right here. It is right next to this building, as you would normally enter on your right. This gentleman right here, he is important to remember. His name is Lawrence. I've got no use for you if you don't have any money. Do not bother me. I mean, I'm not broke. Obviously, there's Drachma. Another key individual to remember here is Polly, our barkeep. You must be new around here. I don't recognize your face. Well, I hope you make yourself at home here. My tavern is your tavern. Alright, and our first moonfish, kind of want to hug this corner right here, look up, and there you go. Not only are there 2 moonfish on Sailor's Island, but there are precisely 2 treasure chests. There's your item store, however, I'm going to ignore that. I'm also going to do one other thing. I'm going to go in this lighthouse right here. And once again, another bit of a lengthy ladder. Save you guys some time watching me do the ever Alright, this thing's important. Hey, there's a balloon! I wonder what it's doing in here. Wait, there's a bottle attached to it. And there's a note inside. Ketya, please send warriors to help us fight against the evil. Ketya, please send warriors to help us fight against the Valuans. Wow, I wonder who wrote this. Sounds like they're in trouble, whoever it is. I should probably keep it just in case. Message in a bottle. Probably that was way off key, I'm sure. Alright. We'll be coming back to that later, but for now... Fast climb. Alright. There's your weapon shop. This can be useful, however... One individual I'm interested in more than others... Let's see, how's my money looking? How's my swashbuckler rate? I'm still only a blue rogue, damn it. Alright, talk to him. I am known as the Mystery Merchant. I travel to the world selling my exotic wares. I have items that you may never see anywhere else. Come, take a look for yourselves. Buy. And right off the bat, I'm going to want to get about 5 of these crystal... well, I can only get about 2, but trust me. These Crystales boxes are a worthwhile investment for early game. Alright, and then I believe it is this room right here is our second treasure chest in Sailor's Island, the one with the blue mattress. And this is obviously the inn. And our second moonfish, if you come and stand near this little girl right here. There you go. Alright, now let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Oh wait, wrong thing. I'm gonna save. Haven't done that in a minute. Sometimes you just have a good old save, because you never know when you'll kick the old bucket. Yes, that was a reference. Alright, finally we want to go here. This is our ship parts shop. Talk to this gentleman. Hey there, big guy! How's the sailing going? This is a big part this is a ship part shop specializing in big guns and stuff. But actually I just ran out of stock. I'm waiting for the next shipment to arrive, so I'm a little bored right now. Why don't you just stay and talk for a while? I don't have anything better to do, and I might have some information that might interest you. Listen to what the merchant has to say. So tell me, what's this information that you have? I'm glad you asked, big guy. It's something I heard from a sailor on his way back from Valua. He says that the ship parts merchant in Valua has started selling a cannon they call the harpoon cannon. It's some sort of giant spear-like weapon that they mount on the front of your ship, and it's connected by a rope or something. And from what I hear, because there's a rope attached, you can just reel that spear-like thing back into your ship. Saves money on ammo. I expect to pack some real punch. With a weapon like that, even a small ship can't and probably hold its own against large ships. A harpoon cannon, huh? You know, we might just be able to use this information to try and convince Captain Drachma to take us to Valua. So there we go. Sounds like we might want to start talking to the good old captain. Captain Drachma. Will you stop calling me that? You don't sail with me anymore. Therefore, I'm no longer your captain. Really? Oh, that's too bad. I heard about a cannon that might be able to take out Ragnar, but since you're no longer sailing with us, I guess it doesn't matter. What did you say? Friendly reminder in all negotiations. Don't lay all your cards on the table. You know, I was amazed when I saw Ragnar. I'd never actually seen an arc whale that big. I used to think that he was indestructible. Until I knew that there was a cannon that could destroy him. But you're not sailing with us, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Gee, Aka, I'd do anything for a ride to Valua. I wonder who can get us there. Are you trying to bargain with me, boy? Well, since you put it so eloquently, if we're going to give you that information that will help you, we expect you to help us. Now that I think about it, I remember hearing about something like that. Some Valuan soldiers passing through here were talking about it one day. They said it had enough power to destroy a small island. Polly, I hope you aren't taking their side and lying to me. When, Drachma, have I ever lied to you, huh? And besides, I can tell these kids aren't lying by the looks in their eyes. I've been running this tavern for 20 years, Drachma. I know people. I can spot cheats and liars, and these children are neither. Alright, I won't get my hopes up, but I'll take you to Valua anyway. What? That means... If you want to go, you'll have to work the entire way, but I'll take you there. Alright! Captain, you're the best! And thank you too, Polly. Thank you for believing us. Don't sweat it. When you're done with your adventure, come back and tell us about it. This crusty old bunch is dying for some fresh tales. Aye, aye, ma'am. It's the least I can do. Alright, but be careful. LU isn't known for their hospitality. They usually shoot first and ask questions later. She's right. Also, we'll need an entry passport to get in. Unfortunately, I don't have one, but I'm sure someone here on Sailor's Island has one. Valuan passport, huh? Alright, let's go look for one, Captain Drachma. Put your right foot in. Is this the Sailors Guild? I need some information. Oh, if you have any questions about sailing, you're in the right place. I need to get a Valuan passport sometime soon. Do you know how I can do this? Valuan passport soon. It might be a little difficult. After the initial application, there's an intensive background check, and that can take up to a full lunar cycle. We can't just sit around for a lunar cycle. You're the guildmaster here, right? Can't you make a fake passport or something? No way! If anyone is caught making or carrying a fake passport, they're executed on the spot. So what you're saying is that all we have to do is not get caught, right? Or if we do get caught, all we have to do is escape. I don't want the Valuans after me. If I make a fake and you get caught, they might be able to trace it back to me. Then I'm a dead man! You call yourself a guildmaster, huh? You're just a Valuan puppet. Let's go find someone else. Excuse me. So, you are looking for a Valuan passport, eh? I was in Valua on business and now I'm on my way home. I don't need this one anymore. I have but one request to ask of you, and the passport is yours. Identity theft is shockingly easy in this world. Really? You have a passport? What do you want? Anything! Ask us anything! I'm a merchant from the Kingdom of Nasser. Nasser is located on a desert island to the east of here. I've heard rumors that the black pirate Baltor has been seen in the skies near there. Baltor, huh? I've heard of him. He's ruthless. He attacks unarmed ships and steals their cargo. And what I wanted to ask of you was, well, if you could escort me back to Nasser. If you get me safely to Nasser, then I will give you the passport when we arrive. I think it's an even trade, yes? We accept your offer. It's a deal. You accept? You are wise beyond your years, young one. Just leave it to us. We'll protect you. Well, if we want to get in Valua, I suppose we have no other choice. I shall be waiting for you at the docks. Alright, we'll finish up here and meet you at the Little Jack. Before you guys leave, make sure to check out the wanted list. It's a list of all the most wanted black pirates that have bounties put out on them. The pirate you were talking about, Baltor the Blackbearded, is on that list too. Defeat any of those Versailles and report it to the Sailors Guild, and you'll receive a bounty. So if you defeat Baltor, report it to the Sailors Guild. You'll get paid handsomely. We also get news of new bounties and add them to our wanted list. So drop by every so often and check it out to see if it's been updated. These bounties are also part of the Vice the Legend completion status. The Swashbuckler rating on its own is called Vice the Bounty King, for those curious. This is the Sailors Guild. You can get information about ships and general sailing tips here. We also purchase information on discoveries made throughout the world. So if you made any discoveries, just let us know. We'll pay you handsomely for the information. Don't forget to check out the wanted list to see who else is causing trouble around these parts. Alright, we're going to buy and sell discovery info. Pirate's Grave. If you're early enough to get to it, this will be your reaction. You found what? You must tell me where you found it. I must let the whole world know. Now, certain of these will be scripted to have been already found by the time you discover them, but it is something interesting. This is our wanted list, so there's Baltor. As you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bounties overall in the entirety of the game. In every port of any size, you will always find a branch of the Sailors Guild. I suggest you pay a visit. Maybe they can get me passports faster. Alright, we're going to go to the Little Jack. And before we make our trip to Nasser, I'm going to take a slight detour. Well, let this cutscene play out first. You see the stone reef straight ahead? Nasser is the desert land just beyond that reef. However, normal ships cannot pass through that reef. Therefore, you must fly alongside and go straight for a while. Eventually, you will see the southern Dano Strait, a valley-like area in between 2 islands. So just fly along the reef and head due east, huh? Alright, let's move. Alright. We can do that, or we can go see a doctor. Just testing to see if you guys realize that was the doctor or not.
Hi.
I see you've caught some moonfish. Here, let's feed the little critter. We gave the moonfish to Maria's bird. That thing is getting big. Jeez, I wonder how much more it'll grow. Alright, this text is going to be reused a lot. Ew, it coughed up something. Oh wait, there's something inside the hairball. Tell you what, as a token of my appreciation, you can keep whatever the bird spits up, okay? We get a Bezoar! You receive the Rhizolim crystal, which is helpful. Hopefully I don't need it. This is basically what you revive someone from an unconscious state would be. But like I said, I'm going to try to shoot for a deathless run. Looks like you've still got some moonfish left over. Do you want to feed another one to the bird? And Warrior's Rune, that's helpful. When we get a cutscene. And Doc, hold on. Look how big your little bird has grown, Maria. And it's all thanks to this young man and his friends. Thank you. Huh, Maria? Did you just say something? Thank you. Maria! Vice, I can't thank you enough. I don't know how many years it's been since I've heard Maria's voice. What? You mean to tell me that your own daughter hasn't spoken to you in years? Whoa. Back up there, honey. I'm still single. I don't even have a wife yet. let alone a kid. I don't know, not being married hasn't stopped some people. Maria's not my kid. She, lost her family a few years back. I may not look the part now, but at one point in my life I was a Valuan soldier. That's partly because you look absolutely nothing like your younger self. I worked for Mendoza, a former admiral of the Valuan Armada, as a doctor aboard his flagship. And Maria is his daughter, the daughter of a Valuan admiral. However, when she was still very young, she lost her father and the rest of her family in a horrible accident. It was a horrifying experience for such a little kid to go through. Since then, she hasn't shown a hint of emotion or spoken a single word. I don't blame her either. The poor kid had to watch her family's ship, with all the family still on board, sink below the clouds. So I took her under my wing and retired from the military. And that's when I became a free ship doctor. That's why it's sort of my responsibility to make sure Maria is happy. It's my responsibility and my punishment of sorts. Oh, I'll be right there, Maria. Ever since she stopped talking, whenever she needs me, she just rings her bell like that. And every time I hear that bell, my heart nearly breaks. Vice, I beg of you, please find more moonfish. The little bird, for whatever reason, seems to be getting through to Maria. She seems to be coming out of her shell at long last. Who knows? Maybe Maria will actually smile again someday. Probably shouldn't get my hopes up, but I can't help it. But I'm gonna bet on you. Something tells me that if anyone can heal Maria's wounds, it's you. I'm counting on you, Vice. I'm gonna say, if the bird keeps spitting up valuable items, it might not eat only moonstones. Moonfish, or at least it needs the moonfish to deal with the fact that its diet is atrocious. See, I'm looking for it. I don't want to overshoot it. There is a thing. There is a discovery here. I'm not insane. I know this because the voices in my head keep telling me I'm not. I'm supposed to see what looks like a nondescript random encounter. Let's see if anything worthwhile's here. Just a grouter. But I do see a new enemy. This thing is a scorefly, and admittedly it is a little, once again, it suffers from tough early in-game enemies. And right now, Drachma is automatically equipped with blue magic. However, I'm in a purple mood. You kind of can't tell much with Drachma's weapons to a fault, so you just kind of have to change it until you vaguely see that purple outline. Now, purple is notably weak to red magic affinities. They're actually mutually weak to each other, so there's something interesting to know in case... Thankfully, like I said, all of Aka's attacks are effectively like using Fire Spell, so it will automatically work on something weak to it. Revered voice. That actually can be beneficial. However, it's actually very rare. Okay, so to explain, there are some items, and I'll show you. I'm competent now. So I can't be a blue rogue while being unimpressive, but I can be a blue rogue without being competent. Interesting. Protects against silence. Silence is effectively the status equivalent of you can't cast spells. It can have its advantages. I am going to use this Warrior's Rune on Vice. And actually, I believe... Well, I got a... I usually don't purchase much in the way of weapons. Okay. There is supposed to be... It looks like a little stone. like almost a little island. I'll find it on the way back. Beyond this point is the Valuan Empire. Show me your entry passport. Oh, okay. Jump the gun there a little bit. Just a hair. No biggie. Yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to get old boy to Nasser. Let's see here. These guys are Thorcrins. Now, they do have an interesting attack where they'll basically build up strength one turn and then unleash it in kind of a big burst the next one. It doesn't hurt to kind of get rid of them sooner than later. Take advantage of Alpha Storm's line of sight ability. And there it is. That's kind of the first thing it does. Now, like I said, Drachma's both kind of a tank and an assault unit. But he does sacrifice a lot of other stats for that. Speed and accuracy are too, so... For early game, he is actually pretty good to apply special attacks to. He's got his defense up. There it is. There's our island. It's always close to Sailor's Island, but it is the Guidestone's discovery instance. I really botched up getting to it. Alright, funny. To the north, the Imperial City, Valua. Caution, low visibility. To the city. To the east, the City of Sand. Nazareth, caution, strong currents. Also, don't be Anakin. To the west, Sailor's Island. Caution, too much Loqua. I think that's the most dangerous one. Alright, what was it I was looking for? I do have a Moonberry. It doesn't hurt to equip Drachma with a special move. His definitely takes advantage of his offensive capabilities. Well, that was a dangerous Guidestone. I was going to check the map. Okay. I will check the map after this fight. I think I'm going to use... Now, it is worth noting that Aka actually has stronger spell casting than most of the other ones. So if you are going for offensive spells, Aka is helpful. So you can see it's basically just directly northeast of Sailor's Island. Yep, I'm just gonna... So this is where we want to be. That's the South Down Strait. I mean, if I was going to name it the Blackbeard, I would dedicate. I'd put a giant black beard on the ship, I'm just saying. And we have our favorite character, the guy who looks like he's an HWM model from Gmod. Captain Boltor, there's a NASA merchant ship coming into view off port side. But there's a strange ship following it very closely. I don't recognize its markings. You have nothing to fear from a ship that old. Let's introduce these fools to the true meaning of fear. They will know that I, Boltor, sent them plummeting to their deaths. Alright, men, battle stations. Don't let them escape, and take everything on board that isn't nailed down. I'm disappointed at the lack of dedication. I'd bring a crowbar. Let's resell that wood, damn it. Vice, there's a ship straight ahead, heading right for us. I see a black skull and... They're black pirates! So that's Baltor, huh? What should we do, Captain? We're vastly outnumbered. Don't let them board us. We'll fight it out from a distance. Ready the cannons. If you see them attack, I want you to go into evasive maneuvers. Then, when they're in your sights, blast them. Aye aye, Captain. Let's rip them to shreds. Sir. Fun fact, there are 2 story-mandated bounty fights. This is one of them. How do you like that? Feel the power of my ship, the Blackbeard. Now I shall teach you to tremble in fear before the power of the Black Pirates. Listen up, boy. At the top of the screen, a 3x3 grid will appear. This is your input command screen. Think of it as a time gauge of sorts. Each turn is divided into 3 parts. For each part of each turn, you, Ika, or I can input a command. Now, I will say this. You see on the next turn, you've got a little, like, a C. That's where you not only have a higher likelihood of hitting their ship, it is also where you have a higher chance of doing more damage. The stats of each character that is active do directly correlate to the ship stats itself in that given turn. So let's say you want to do a lot of damage, you can use Vice or Drachma on a turn with that C. For now, there's not a whole lot we're going to do. I'm going to use the standard cannon with Vice. It is a little stronger than the ship's main cannons. And I'm going to focus with Aka and Drachma. This is a fairly easy introduction to the ship battle mechanic. So his ship likely will not take us down the first turn. I don't think I've had it happen to me yet. Might get a little tussled up. But you should be fine. There we go. Get a little bit damaged up. And I can't tell for a fact. I could double check it on the wiki. I believe right now the Blackbeard has the same stats as us, about 10,000 HP. I'm actually going to run that by and make sure that's accurate real quick. Yep, precisely 10,000 HP, just confirmed with the wiki. Every once in a while you'll see a column with a C at the top of the grid. During that turn, you will have a tactical advantage over your opponent. Concentrate all of your firepower into that round. Also, certain turns have different colors shown at the top. These are the turns in which your enemy is going to unleash a powerful attack. Make sure to use your guard command effectively, and that's a valid point. Right now, I am actually going to use Vice to guard on the turn that is the danger turn. I'm going to have Aka heal with Sakri. As you notice, we can't quite use offensive magic yet. That will be later. I'm going to have Drachma capitalize on that heavier hitting turn. Use the fact that he's got the highest attack power of the bunch right now. Yeah, you see, like, when I first started at about 1,400, and I did almost 4,000 there. He's good. Turn hard to starboard. Let's try and maneuver behind him. Something's not right, Captain. It looks like he's preparing for something. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. He looks like he's going to try to get behind us. Most ships have their engines at the back, and that makes them more maneuverable, vulnerable from behind. But if he tries to get behind us, in the meantime, he'll be wide open. What do you want to do, boy? Try to get behind him instead. This is our introductory battle, so there's going to be strategic maneuvers that can be played out. Right now, it's pretty simple. Now's our chance. He won't be expecting us to try to maneuver around his backside. Good job, boy. His ship doesn't have any cannons in the back. We've got a wide open shot at his engines. And yeah, we're just gonna unload. And this should polish him off. Now, I do want to let you know, there is a chance that you can actually miss on advantageous turns. I don't pretend to understand the RNG behind this game fully, but that is something to take into account. Pretty easy win. We're all leveling up too, which is not bad. And that Captain Stripe, Drachma will explain it here in a minute, but blast! You were lucky this time, but I will hunt you down and have my revenge. This I swear on the code of the Black Pirates. You will rue the day you cross past me, and somebody put out that fire! Vice, we did it! Yeah! That's pretty funny. Now, what'd you do that for, Captain? We're not there yet, you idiot. Never take your hands off the wheel until we come to a complete stop. And make sure to wear your seatbelts. Yeah, you idiot. Why don't you watch what you're doing? It's a good thing Captain Drachma's here to keep you in line. Hey, go on, you little. I'm sorry, I just couldn't resist. You just defeated Baltor the Scary, so why don't you lighten up a little bit? We're almost there. Get ready. Alright. That reminds me. You should have received something called a Captain Stripe. You'll receive one for every major battle that you win. It's sort of like a trophy. If you use a Captain Stripe, it will make your ship stronger. I see. Thanks for the advice, Captain. And that is a valid point, and it is good to do that. So we're going to go ahead and knock that out. This is where your ship stuff is. You use the Captain Stripe. Use it on the Little Jack. Thankfully, healing magic, as you saw in the ship battle, also works on your ship. So, I'm not too terribly concerned about my MP. There will be a chance for full heal once we hit Valuan, which ain't too far off. Alright. Greetings, welcome home. And forgive me, I am going to try to do accents, but I'm going to also try not to be too disrespectful. Or going to try not to be disrespectful at all if I'm doing it. So if this does not settle right with you in the comment section, please let me know and I will dial back on that. We are the fleet that guards the southern Danish Strait. We will escort you from this point. Well, that would be greatly appreciated. Lead the way. Thank you very much. It would appear that you have safely brought me home. As I promised, here is the Valuan passport. Alright, so this is what the passport looks like. We can finally get into Valua with this. I must get going. May the red moon watch over you and light your path. Off to Valua. Let's not waste any more time. Aye aye, Little Jack full rudder, turning 180 degrees to Valua, full speed ahead. Now, according to the Wiki, and this is based on the fact that once again, we're kind of deriving that Valua is heavily based off of the Spanish Empire. Nasser does appear to be based off the Ottoman Empire. This will become more apparent later on, but obviously it is very comparable to that. Out of all the main Islamic nations of that day and age, they had the most beef with the Spanish and British royalty, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least Spain, pretty much all of Rome's descendants. Alright, here. Okay, he does have Pyre. As you can see, Drachmic does come pre-equipped with a few spell lines. Alright, let's see. Take me a considerable amount of time. I would admit I am mildly amused at Drachma's little victory quote. One of them is, serves them right. Yeah, how dare that wildlife, do what wildlife normally does. Probably survival instinct. You got a bit of an advantageous turn set up here, so I'm actually going to take advantage of this. And that is the beauty of Lambda Burst right there. Especially in turns where you're granted the advantage of the first strike. Because it can pretty easily clean out hordes of enemies. And just because, let's see if I can catch one. Nah. There is a Fisher King swashbuckler rating. I'm not going to be overtly going for that. I think you have to catch like either 1,500 or 2,500 fish. It's doable, but lengthy. Alright. Passport. I've got one right here. Take your time looking it over. Very well. You may proceed. Okay, he can't forge an official passport. But, it clearly doesn't have a name on it because, we don't look like someone that would likely have a name from Nasser. And he would have been in and out enough that he probably would have recognized him, but I'm getting into semantics at this point. Looks like we made it through. We just passed a Valuan security checkpoint. That's quite an accomplishment, don't you think? Yeah, I thought getting into Valua would be a lot tougher. Now all we have to do is sneak into... No, what is that? A rather impressive idiot of engineering. It's the only entrance in the city of Valua, the Grand Fortress. Valua is surrounded by impassable mountains, so that is the only way in or out. Wow, I can't believe they actually built something that big. During the Valua-Nasser War, over 100 Nasser warships bombarded this fortress for days. However, all the shells were repelled by this wall. This fortress may be the strongest structure of the New World. Look, it's moving! The door of the fortress only opens once a day to allow ships to pass through. The backside of that wall is completely lined with cannons. It was those cannons that nearly wiped out the entire Nasser fleet. Defense and offense all in one. It's an invincible fortress. That's where they're holding Captain Dine and Fina. No prisoner has ever escaped from that fortress. Although I've heard there's one way out. Really? Then it's possible. Yeah. After they execute the prisoners, their corpses are thrown off the island. I gotta love that. It's horribly macabre, but good humor. That's just great. What are we gonna do now? No one's ever escaped because I've never tried. I love a challenge. I wonder how many people before him said that. Don't worry, I'll rescue our friends and escape from that fortress. Just watch me. Lord Galcian, your admirals have assembled, as you have commanded. Excellent. Admirals of the Valuan Armada, let me first offer my gratitude to each of you for assembling on such short notice. Let it be known that we have successfully captured a citizen of the Silver Civilization, as Empress Theodora requested. What? How? So, we finally captured one. Who accomplished this? Of course, I was the one to find her first. I crippled her ship and captured her, but I was betrayed by my own vice captain and she was taken from me. I'm sure Empress Theodora is very pleased that she was recovered. Now, if we can persuade her to give us the information we need, it would be worth all of the effort we spent tracking her down. So we have met, up to this point, we have met Alfonso, Galcian, and Ramirez. This is Gregorio. You said that the citizen of the Silver Civilization, what you found was a woman? Now that's something worth getting excited over. How old is she? Is she good looking? Does she wear leather? I like my women wild and crazy. This is Johnny Bravo. You're out of luck, Figaro. The girl is the exact opposite. She's very shy and demure. This is the best admiral in the whole armada. Her name is Fina. She is currently being escorted to see Empress Theodora in the Imperial Palace. Here's Weevil Underwood. Very good, Admiral Paletta. I can see that you're our espionage expert for good reasons. Of course, being the head of weapon development, I have a deeply invested interest in the technology of the civilization. I will head back to the Imperial Palace and await Empress Theodora's orders to commence the search for the moon crystals. Fina, our new ally, shall aid us in gathering all 6 of the crystals from around the world. As for you, Alfonso, you lied in your report, and as punishment you are now relieved of your position as commander of the Mid-Ocean Fleet. And for an indefinite period of time, you shall be confined to Ixataka. You think that I lied in my report, sire? What are you talking about? You were attacked by the air pirates and you deserted your crew and ship to save yourself. Your ship and your crew were released by the air pirates and returned recently. They filed a full and accurate report. Our armada is invincible. Showing any signs of weakness is unforgivable. I trust he will not forget that. This meeting is over. I want all of you to be ready to depart at a moment's notice. Yes, Lord Galcian. So, this is the capital of Valua, huh? It's impressive. It's beautiful, but the skies are so gloomy. Valua is a beautiful city, but because of the fierce thunderstorms caused by the yellow moon, the city is shrouded in eternal darkness. That's the Imperial Palace straight ahead of us. The area on the left shore is called Upper City. Upper City? The people of Valua are either very rich or very poor, and they detest each other. Only the richest people in Valua can live in Upper City. The less fortunate are confined to the Lower City. It's on the right shore. Doesn't seem right to force them to live in poverty like that. Hey, Captain, where should we land? In Lower City. There's a dock there that repairs and remodels ships. It'll bring us into the Lower City port. Lower City looks worse up close. Everything is so dirty and run down, and it smells like garbage. We still need to check the place out. We need to find a way to save Dad and the others. Captain, what do you think we should do? I'm returning to the docks. I'll be overseeing the installation of the harpoon cannon. Let's split up. Aka and I will check out the city, while you get your cannon. When we're done, let's meet back at the end. Sure, I'll see you two later then. Alright, and I think we found a good stopping point here. Since we've stopped off at Lower City Valua. I will see you guys next time.